Wow. Okay, so it's 1:41. I said 1:30. I said 11 a.m. Let's check and make sure my mic is on. My goodness. Yeah, it is on. Hey. So hi, and happy anniversary to me and all the people who watch the Delicate Dark Girl channel. It has... I'm trying to put my phone sideways so I can see what's going on. Guess that's not gonna happen. That's what I usually do when I'm on Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a while. I was thinking I'd do my makeup today and actually go on Twitch after this anniversary special. Anyway, I'm going to start from the very beginning. Sorry, I got kind of lost here. Okay. So, today's topic. First, we're going to start with my face. Like I said, I'm starting from the beginning. So, I was trying to do this from my phone, but apparently I don't have the they said I don't have the eligibility requirements. And I was kind of like, well, what would those possibly be? Like, I guess you have to have certain numbers or something. And that's fine. I guess they can do what they want. But there's just so much going on with YouTube where you don't even have space to breathe. Like, everyone on here isn't here to be some big YouTube star. Some of us just want to create a community or something else and share. And then you get on here and it's like pulling teeth to do anything, and then they're slapping ads on the videos that I don't get paid for, and it's wild. It's just wild. Like, that was another thing when I was looking back, I was like, wow, this one video is getting a lot of traction, and I was like, let me watch it again. So I'm watching my video and an ad pops up, and I thought it was a mistake because I was like, I can't put ads on videos. I'm not monetized. I'm not a YouTube partner. But it was there. And I went to my phone and I went to my computer. I tried it again and it was there. And then I read the old announcement from January or February where they were like, starting in the new year, YouTube can put ads on whatever video they want, even if you're not in the partner program, and no, you don't get paid. And I was like, and I'm like, okay, fine. Honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad to me. YouTube could have put them ads on the video. It wouldn't have been that bad to me. But it's like, couldn't I have the option to say no, even if I'm not in the partner program? Like, because I'm not in the partner program, I don't even have the option to say no, like press the little button where it says no ads on my video. So I at least get to choose if my video runs these ads or not. No, I can't choose if it will run ads, like, because you guys run ads on whatever you want, but I can say, hey, you know what, stop that. You hear what I mean? I thought that was kind of to take away the autonomy for the videos that somebody creates on their own. I thought that was a little strange, a little overreaching, and yeah, maybe because I'm not on Twitter anymore. Well, not like I am. I reopened my old account, but I just don't use it. I didn't really know that was happening. I didn't see too many people protesting it. And it's maybe because more people are worried about the people who will be affected by it, or people like me who have a very small audience. So the other people could care less. The people who usually make the most noise about anything YouTube changes, which hasn't been that bad up until that to me. Um, they're not affected by this rule because they monetize all their videos anyway. So I thought that was interesting. And it's like YouTube gets to make money, but my channel, and I want to give this channel's money to charities and stuff, and I can't even do that. But YouTube gets to put the money on. I mean, get money from the ads they run on those higher performing videos. Which I thought was messed up because I'm like, hey man, what about my charities? Like, what the heck? I'm trying to do a thing here. So today's look is gonna be a crisscross of some things, and it's gonna be more along the magic girl side. That's why I put in these lenses, and that's why we're gonna start here. So we're gonna start with skincare. I've already washed my face, but let's treat it. I've been using this Oxy. You guys, if you know OxyPad, if I can get it out. I wonder how long this. So they have this just little pads. I'm gonna use one for now, and if I take out another one, let's see. I wrote down a list of things to talk about so that I would be prepared today. But I'm not even looking at it. But I'm about to. I won't be irresponsible. So let's see. That's my stomach. I'm hungry. Wow, there's my phone doing that weird thing. So I dropped my phone a couple weeks ago. It's probably been a month, maybe 2 months now. And it's just never been the same. It starts pressing its own buttons and everything. And I don't know. Apple's really temperamental, and I need a phone with a little more heart. Complain. Okay, so then, all right. So I wanted to talk about documentaries because I love documentaries, and I started trying to make documentaries. 2019, I would say, was my first attempt in making any kind of documentary style film for LA Magazine that I edit at. Um, but yeah, so I started making one. So then I started thinking about making a beauty documentary, and I don't know if that would go with LA Magazine, or maybe I would feature it here or something. But I don't think that's the thing about topic matter, because when you, I don't know if everyone's like me, but when I come to a channel or something like that, so that's just one OxyPad. I'm only going to use one. I think that's enough. It's acne medication, deep pore cleansing pads. So then I'm going to use this Vino Rejuvenating Serum Boost. This is new, and it's new to my routine. And as I said on the Instagram, if you don't follow it, it's at Mirabomb. I'm going to put it here in the chat. Oh, I'm not allowed to type? Oh, there's so many things you can't do. One second. Got it. Why didn't it let me just type right here? Anyway, I'm gonna just type it. It's at Mirabam_official. That's our Instagram. Delicate Dark Girls Associated Instagram. Mirabam is where they is housed by the company Delicate Dark Girls under. Anyway, so I on there I was talking about all the things that I got from ColourPop, and this was one of them. It's a serum. I got three serums, 3 face milks, and they're all made by ColourPop's sister company, Fourth Ray Beauty. So I'm working them into my skincare routine lately for summer because it requires a whole different fleet of care. And so far I like it. So far it hasn't had any adverse effects, although I can't for sure say it's had any positive effects, except for the most obvious one, where is especially when I use the skim milk, my face does stay hydrated. However, I guess there's no however. That's just it. So that's the Vino. It's got a smell to it I didn't notice before. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this Ultra Repair Cream. I got it at TJ Maxx because I'm out. I just threw away the bottle of the old empty repair cream because it's been empty for a little while now. And I still had the bottle for some reason. So this is Ultra Repair Cream. This one's different though. This one is cranberry pomegranate. I'm trying to take the sticker off so I can read the label. TJ Maxx sticker. Yes, cranberry pomegranate, intense hydration, skin protectant, colloidal oatmeal. I've been trying to get things that will soothe because in the summer how the skin overheats so easily. So as I put that on, I'll continue to talk about what I had started this with. So documentaries. So yes. And so I've been thinking about doing a beauty documentary and really just trying to figure out exactly what it would be based on. I wanted to, there's already a lot of beauty documentaries to be honest, and I wanted to do a different angle. And when you're doing a different angle, it always comes with the notion of you're not trying to do something completely different because, there's honestly, maybe one could argue no such thing. But you do want to do something relevant to who you are because that's how you get the best results. And I don't mean relevant to who you are, like you can relate to it or anything, but relevant to who you are, as in relevant to the statements that you want to make, relevant to the stories that you want to tell, relevant to the change you want to create, or anything in those categories or a mix of. I wanted to do something relevant to what it is I do here on Delicate Dark Girl. And so I was thinking of doing something like beauty game changers because this whole channel is about being limitless. I wanted to do something about beauty game changers or beauty shakers, like people who shook up the beauty industry, maybe not so much changed its standards, but they definitely introduced a standard that became something people had to talk about. And I kind of wanted to do it across the board. I wanted it to be kind of less US focused and more world focused, including the US, because I think that would be fun. I don't think I've ever focused enough on things outside of what I know. And I wanted to do more outside of beauty in the US and in Cameroon. Those are the things I look at the most. And so I wanted to do something that included more than that. But then I was thinking maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I just start here and then try to do research for the Cameroon and then move into other places in the world instead of trying to lump it all together, because then you have to spread it so thin. So that's my take. But I don't think I'll put it here because, like I was saying earlier, backtrack to. Should we put on primer right now? No, let's do our eyes first. Let's do our eyebrows first. To add content to a channel, when you come for one thing and then the person's trying to make you watch other things, I don't know how anyone else feels about that. And I know it's not like, excuse me, I know it's not hostile or anything, but it's kind of like, I know you all come here for music makeup videos. And it's not that, it doesn't feel like I'm pigeonholing myself because this is just a subsect of the things I do. So I'm able to have these outlets in other ways. But I also want to give a variety of things here. But I also sometimes don't think it's necessary to put a variety of things in every corner of life. I think compartmentalizing things works very well, and it works very well for me. So I think I'm going to keep the documentary off of Delicate Dark Girl, but I will maybe talk about it here as I do a makeup video, you know what I mean? And then I can direct you guys to the magazine I work for. And so I'll pitch it and see what happens. I technically just pitch it to myself because I am working there alone right now. But I still have to flesh it out. Just because I want to do it doesn't mean I can just do whatever I want. You know what I mean? That's how I compartmentalize. I even compartmentalize myself. I'm like, hey, me, you can't do that. You can't just do what you want. You work here as well as edit here. Oh, found it. Oh, I was scared. I thought I left it. Sorry about that. So we're gonna start. There's stuff everywhere right now. Okay. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with eyebrows. I don't know why I can't think. Probably because I haven't done a video in a very long time, a live video. And I think I said this before in my regular videos, the ones I edit, even the ones where I'm talking to you guys and I edit. I'm actually very quiet in between those edits, like in between those long rants of a talk. I kind of just sit and stare, like kind of sit and space out. I finally got Carmex again, and like, you like my new mirror? Again, that was one of the things I got from ColourPop. I actually got 2 mirrors because I wanted more handheld mirrors. And it was smaller than I thought, but I think it's cute, so it's okay. I got this one. which is just a cherry. And then I got a Barbie one, which is pink with a heart that just says Barbie. I thought her little face was going to be on it, but it wasn't. And I'm okay with that. My actual. Does anyone remember their first Barbie? My first Barbie, I got it at KB Toys. And I can't remember if I was there to get it. I remember definitely going to get her clothes, but I am pretty sure it was like for my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember when I got it, but I just remember getting Barbie, an official Barbie Mattel, for the first time when I was very small. And her name was Imani, and she was dark skinned like me. I think even maybe a little darker than me. And she had a slick back afro puff. So this part was like pulled back, and then she had a little ribbon here, and then it was just a curly little puff right in the back of her head. And I remember she came in a ball gown. That was it was a velvet top. This is I can't remember her outfit clear as day. It was a velvet like bustier, I guess you call it, top, because it was strapless, and it was like that. And this part was like a little gold trim, and then it cut at the waist like that. It went around and dipped like that in the front and went out into a ball gown, which had a black mesh overcoat with little gem studs, and then a evergreen under dress under whatever it was, like chiffon or whatever, like some sort of sateen material, but it was a little ball gown, and then under that was a little bit of something that looked like, what is it called, crinoline or whatever. It was the best. And she had little shoes, lost them, but it didn't matter because I still had the dress. And I remember going into KB Toys to get her more clothes. Anyway, she was the best. Her name was Imani, and I loved her. And my younger sister, had a doll, and her name was Shantae. She was also an official Barbie Mattel. We always got the official Barbie Mattels just because, I don't know, I guess when my mother was searching for dolls, those were the ones she picked. I guess she wanted like the official doll. She didn't want a different one, so she spent the money that she didn't have and she got them. And then as we got older, we probably got toys like once a year. And I don't know how they did it, but they were able to get the Barbie doll that once a year for Christmas and stuff like that. So it was every once in a while, though, randomly we could get a stuffed animal. That was always fun. But besides that, so Barbie, that was my very first introduction to Barbie, was Iman. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was like, Barbie, this is great. And then my sister, like I said, she got Shantae. She was a lighter brown, and her hair was brown. It was like a light brown hair, and it was straight. And she had like these choppy bangs. They were like that because it was the 90s. So Barbie's bangs followed suit. And so that was great. So she had Shantae. I don't remember her outfit. I think it was overalls or whatever. She had overalls, like something like really casual. So it was like a jean overall and like a little striped tee. I believe that was the outfit. And then we got these Barbies where I can't remember their names, but they're both little black Barbies where you paint their hair with water and it turns into, it's supposed to have stripes with hearts and stuff. So those are some of the beauty things that I really liked. And I was wondering about that. I was like, did anybody else, who was everyone's first Barbie? Did everyone have Imani like I did? Because Imani really, she was so pretty. Like my little baby doll, not baby doll, Barbie doll was so cute. I had no idea. I don't remember giving her up, but I definitely can't find her. So I'm gonna make my eyebrows. There was a lot of talk for nothing happening to my face. So anyway, that came up because I was talking about the mirrors. But back to the eyebrows. Back to the matter. I'm just going to I wanted in my head today. I told myself I was gonna make my eyebrows very, very thin. And have you guys noticed this little cheat that I've been doing? with the NYX pencil. I've done it in a couple videos so far after I discovered how easy it made my life when it came to concealing under the brow. I also noticed that thin eyebrows seem to be a lot more expressive, and then thick eyebrows are for really cleaning the face up, making a statement of like cohesion, crispness. But thin eyebrows seem to give a lot of character. So, very versatile. This is actually for something else. To color the eyebrow, I actually feel like using a color today, but I didn't bring any that I could use. Here's a silly marker ring. All right. I brought these because I've also been doing another thing where I have been rotating. All right, none of those are going to fly. Where I've been rotating my makeup eyeshadow palettes, to be more specific. And then it started to include all the makeup, but it was really just for eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to go ahead and use the black inside this black opal palette. I don't think they sell this anymore. It was like a special palette. And they did a collab for some project they were doing. This artist named Michelle Colby. They were doing a project, I think, trying to give literacy to girls somewhere. So anyway, oh, I'll use this blue here. There's a deep blue up here in the corner. That's usually I use the black, but deek 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 deek. Girl, I had no idea what I was talking about, so never mind. Oh right, I was rotating. I was talking about how I'm rotating all of a sudden. Yes, thank you. I was rotating my eyeshadow palettes, and so I had my sister pick. I wrote them in categories by brand, and then I have one that's just drugstore. So inside the drugstore, it was the things like beauty supply, drugstore, and stuff like that. So that would include Target, because I can buy drugs there, and the beauty supply store, as I said, and then places like CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. Rite Aid no longer exists. So there we go. I don't really want any interruption from my natural eyebrow. So I think I'm actually going to take the ends away and keep the top. Okay, great. Let's start there. Oh, hi! So I've been, hey, welcome. I have been, oh shoot, let me. Thanks for dropping by, man. I know you must be studying. So, oh, you still write it in your area? Well, then, we all know why, don't we? I won't expose your area, but I wish we still had writing. I'm not entirely sure why they got rid of it. But anyway, I'm rotating my cosmetics, so that's why all these things you'll see today, I'm still in the drugstore and rotation that hasn't ended yet. So all the things you'll see today will be most likely from the drugstore, unless it's not. Here we go. Eyebrows. Slated. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't get it. It's been 30 minutes and I'm just doing eyebrows. That could be a cause for concern, but let's try to. I think I'm gonna have to brush these. Alright, let's try to bring it out a little. I'm using the dark blue, but it just looks black. I'm okay with it, but. So anyway, like I said before, the concept here is going to be more of a Magic Girl series kind of concept. And it's almost like the video I did where I had to, what's it called? Where I was doing the Magic Girl trials, where I was trying to design a character for me, myself. So we're changing the eyebrows again. I said I'd do it, so I'm doing it. I like those eyebrows. I'm going to bring this down because it's uneven. Or maybe I should just make it. These eyebrows kind of remind me of somebody on Star Trek, but I'm not remembering who it is. Somebody on Star Trek had eyebrows like this. Spock? Who was it? Who was it? Look it up, Essence G. Tell me who had these eyebrows. I'm stealing their eyebrows. They got a great statement look to them. Oh, that one's not sharp like this one is. It's okay. Eyebrows aren't always like this. Tea? Tea? Oh, it was Spark? All right. I knew I wasn't tripping. Moving on. Well, let's not put this all the way away. We might need that black again. So there we have it. Navy blue eyebrows that just look black. And moving on. So we're going to go and get into this brown. I brought a bunch of brunch of brushes. I brought a bunch of brushes with me. And then let me let's get them out here. That was close. Then I've been using this Beauty Bakery really well. Beauty Bakery I got in Target. It's the minis. I'm gonna go ahead and get up in the eye. I think I don't know if I'm gonna have color. The main thing is the eyeball. I mean the eyeline. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So as I was talking about earlier, documentaries. So I brought that up because I've been really into doing my documentary research, basically just trying to figure out how documentaries are generally put together. Oh, it's Spock. You're looking at the picture? Yes. One of the most famous people. Thanks, Spock. Thanks for your eyebrows. They're very good. So whoever designed Spock's eyebrows is a genius. Has transcended time. It's the eyebrow. We're just gonna take some brown out of the Beauty Bakery and take some of the oil, powder down your eyelid, and set underneath the eyelid where I drew where I what's it called? Highlighted out my natural eyebrow so I could do this shape. And we're just gonna get up in there like that. Make sure to get the back here, because if you're like me, you know, you put your skincare on and it's everywhere. Let's get the back there. A little bit under. Get the back and a little bit under. So it's gonna be really easy. I'm gonna try to move fast. Sometimes I don't think I move fast enough. I mean, I guess it's okay that I don't move that fast, but not when I want to. Whee. Boom. Okay. But like I was saying, documentaries, because I was watching Toni Morrison's documentary on Hulu last night, Pieces of Me. No, I don't. Wait, no, I don't. No, I don't what? Move fast? Move fast? Um, yeah, I was watching Toni Morrison's documentary last night, and I was thinking, like, how great it was and how inspirational it was and like moving it was, like, because I love Toni Morrison. So I was just, yes, I know I don't move fast. All right. So I was thinking about that, and I was just thinking about the power of documentaries. So that's how that came about. And then I started thinking about how I was excited because it's American Masters, and that's what it said. It was part of American Masters. So it was also in theaters. I remember it coming out in the paper. And it was part of the American Masters, and I love American Masters. Just the other day on TV, on the PBS channel, I was watching the one about Amy Tan. And before that, I was on the PBS streaming because I'm a supporter, so you can stream things online. And I was watching a bunch of them. So I usually pick the writers and I watch all of them. A lot of the American Masters, from what I've seen, all of them were writers. I might be mistaken, but anyway, I watched all the women ones. And they're just so great. So I was just like, these documentaries are what I grew up on. And I feel like maybe that's why I like them so much. But I feel like it doesn't matter if you grew up on documentaries or not. Once you get into them, there's no coming out of it. And it's especially great when the person themselves is a part of it. And I get some of the ones I watched, obviously they had letters from them and stuff. And so they have like people who are specialists in biographizing. Documentaries and told in its depth and fullness without bias usually are good. I agree. Like, those that show all the facets of a person. Exactly. I think that's really important. And that whole reason, showing all the facets of a person, is the whole reason why I hate unauthorized documentaries, because it's a narrative that somebody else is making for someone. And like I was just about to say, I understand when the person has been dead, say 100 years, given the time we're in right now. 100 years would take us to what? 1921. And so in 1921, there aren't a lot of people alive from 1921 up until actually last year. There were a couple people that were still alive from 1921, and I believe there's still some people alive from that era, but it's not like they all knew the person you're going to be doing the biography about, right? So the point is, it's harder to get the firsthand accounts when it's older and older. You could still get firsthand accounts from people that were alive. Like, if you're going to do a biography and the person was alive in the 40s, the 30s even, because if you're born in the 30s, you're still not even that old yet. I think you'll still be 80s or 90s, right? So 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you can still get firsthand accounts from somebody who knew that person who was born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, etc. You can still get firsthand accounts. So I don't like when people are making documentaries about someone who, like, was their height of the career was in the 80s or the 70s or the 60s, and they didn't get the authorization of the person. Like, point blank, Aretha Franklin, her documentary is out here, and I remember reading that she adamantly disapproved of the documentary. She didn't want the documentary. She greenlighted one once and then took it back, and they pushed that one forward. And I feel like That's so disrespectful. And I hate unauthorized autobiographies, or not even autobiographies. They can't be because they're unauthorized. It's unauthorized biographies of people. Cicely, before Tyson, she wrote a whole correct. Cicely Tyson wrote her own damn book, right? And what was she, like 1924 or something like that? And there's still people alive that were around Cicely Tyson. You have Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier. They're still alive. So you could even get firsthand accounts for people from her life. And she got a whole book. So it's from her family members, all those people. You could get that. She wrote a book. She probably wouldn't mind having a documentary, but now you have something to go off the book she wrote. When people are like piecing together someone's life, I know it's important historically, but I feel like that should be left exactly that way. There should be a time frame. Like, you can't do unauthorized biography if the person hasn't been dead more than 50 years. Just because, yes, it'll be harder to get approval from the estate or whatever, because everyone might be, I don't know, removed or dead. They did it with Aaliyah, correct. They did it with Aaliyah. They did it with Prince. And I'm just like, you guys, stop it. I think they tried to do it with Whitney Houston. I don't want exactly the unauthorized biographies. I don't want to see it. And you know I love Aaliyah. That was one of the things that set me off, because I was like, y'all don't get to talk about this girl's life after she's dead. Like, I get it. It's important. But this unauthorized biography, it pissed me off. And I know some people might think that it's like, let me do some makeup here. We're going to focus. I know people are like, let's use this new thing I bought, if I can find it. Because I was in... no, that's not it. What? Where is it? Embarrassing. Wow. I suddenly can't find it. What? Oh, here it is. Wow, right in front of my face. Anyway, yeah, that made me mad. So yeah, they did that, and I was just like, they didn't even... Correct. That's another shady thing to me. When you don't even involve people that were directly alive. And unauthorized biographies hardly ever do, because they just have the thing that they want to talk about. Even DMX, he would be upset. I was like a daughter to him, or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to use this thing. So it's supposed to be an eyeshadow by Maybelline. It's kind of hard to get the color out right now. I'm trying to get it's supposed to be gray, and it's coming out just a little. Well, you can't see anything. But anyway, this is why I wanted to do this on my phone, so the color will be better. You can kind of see the difference, can't you? But I feel like this is an interesting concept, but it's supposed to be cream to powder shadow pen. So you see that, and then you're supposed to be able to put it right on the eye. Bang! Oh, that one worked out. I'm just gonna give my eye a bit of a taupe thing because of this album cover I saw from this girl group in the 70s. I'll show a picture. Screenshots. Here they are. They're under the 3 degrees. Oh, you can't really see them. Oh, wow, it's terrible. You can kind of see them if I put it like that, right? The 3 degrees. Oops, wrong way. Oops. What did I just show you? My shopping list? This is one of them. This is the makeup where it's starting, except for you see the eyebrows are very different, but I was actually going to do a cover video specifically on this, but I think I'll actually do some of it here. And then here's the eyeline that I actually wanted to replicate. You see how it's dipped right there in the front and the back, and then the top is kind of different as well. So, and that's just the third girl. She has a different eyeline as well, but I'm basically doing a mix between this one and this member. So that's the concept for today. I should keep them open. So as you can see, they have like a very like soft smoke going on. I actually have a gray palette that would work well. I have some gray colors by a couple people, but I wanted to stay in drugstore land. So, because I have some grays inside the coral palette for Juvia's Place, but it's not Juvia's week. And then I have a gray palette, like a whole gray palette from Rom and, but it's not Rom and week. It's drugstore week, or it's drugstore cycle, I should say, not week. I don't know if I'm putting it in weeks. It's actually really nice. Oh, you can see it really well when I look like that. So, ta-da! My face looks orange today. All I did was put lotion on. So this is really nice. This little stick here. I like it. It's a little sponge at the end. I got two colors. This one, and there's like a maroon one. I really like that. And the sponge tip, it acts like, those little sponge tips that I like to use. I believe I have one sitting here inside my Beauty Bakery palette. So there, I have one. Face looks warm. I know, right? I didn't even put anything on it. I'm not supposed to be warm. I'm supposed to be, look at that. Look how warm it looks. Don't worry, I'll fix that. There it is. I just added it in there because I like using it with the Beauty Bakery palette when I'm not using a brush. So I'm going to add more here in the corner just because. There we go. Eyeshadow done. And now we move quickly onto eyeliner. There it is. Okay. So we're going to use the Black Radiance pencil. And we're going to try to really do her eyeline. This one is easier because you kind of just go around the eye. But this is the one I want to do. So we're going to go for the gusto because why not? Her eyeliner would actually be really difficult for me because it goes all the way to the inner corner, and I have those epicontic folds, so I can go in the corner, but it won't look exactly the same. That's okay. We don't need to look exactly the same. We're just going for the overall look. So we're actually going to copy this eyeline. Yeah, go for the gusto. That's better. You can see it much better when I kind of get out of the frame. Maybe I should show you the first girl as well. See that? Aren't they pretty? Anyway, when I Shazammed it because it was playing in the store. And I was like, ooh, they're cute. So I would use the liquid, but I'm afraid that, honestly, the liquid just won't cut it. Where's my other one? I have a, damn, oops, excuse me. I didn't bring it. Dagnabbit. What was I thinking? I had a different liquid. Actually, I think liquid would be optimum for that bottom line because it needs to be sharp. So I'm only going to worry about part of the bottom line. Yeah, they are pretty, right? So I'm only going to worry about this bottom line. I wish I could bring you in like I usually do, but you know, my webcam is doing the best it can, the best it was made to do. So we're going to use the tip of this. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And her, it's not even exactly on the eye. It's just kind of. Okay. All right. She's got different under eyes than I do, but here we go. We're going to start on the outside. Let's start in the middle. So it's not on the waterline, it's next to it. I'm going to do my eye like that. See if I can get the same effect. I think my eyes go deeper in down here than hers do. Or maybe it's just because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, ready? We're not going to use this pencil. It's never going to work. We're going to use the pencil to fill in the waterline, the top line and all that stuff. We're going to try to do it with this liquid. I'm terrified. This liquid is running out, and when it does that, it's not very good. Okay, here we go. Okay. You can't really see that. I'm sorry. I don't think it's much to see, but you could be the judge of that on your own. Anyway, but you can't. And I'm not gonna do this to the other side. Good Lord. Okay. It's like, okay. Her eyes are farther away from her nose bridge. There's more room. Or maybe that's just the camera looking like that. But again, there's that whole thing with the epicoptic fold. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. It was just a loud noise all of a sudden. This isn't working out. This isn't working out. Okay. Let's just go all the way. If it's not going to work out, it won't work out all the way to the end. You feel me? We can fix it, maybe. I really want to do that online. It's so pretty. Hmm. Oh, jeez. Yes, you can. Thanks. Yes, I can. Right? I think so too. I think that's always the answer, isn't it? It's just the lines and stuff. They don't match up with how my face is made. And it was, obviously for her face. So, yeah, but we can try something. We'll just at least do that part. We'll at least finish this part so it's the same on both sides. All right, and we'll just do that. And then we'll just give myself more over here. Okay. And then we'll do the top line. I needed a better liquid liner as well. Somebody with some stuff left. We're gonna do the part inside. At least we're gonna try. I only have one hand. Okay. We're gonna pull our face like that. Pow. And we're gonna draw right here where the corner is. Adjust the corner. We're gonna make that mark so that we know it's there. And we'll do it again over here. An actual inner. Oh, let me do it better on this one. Oh, there. Oh, wrong move. Let's get that out of there. Oh no. Oh. We're gonna put this away. I'm gonna put the liquid liner away. I'm gonna go here, back where we started with the black radiance. And we're gonna try to get that corner at the top. Okay, that's fine. All right, we just put a corner. I'm gonna leave it like that. We're gonna go over the line we did at the bottom. I mean, I knew trying to replicate the look was gonna be a little intense, but gee willikers. Okay. All right. So the bottom line has been saved. Not, you can kind of see it, but you'll see it more when I do the other part. We're just gonna pull this out here. And then I think what's going to save this is when I do this top line. Her top line is going to go like that. So let's try it. We have to actually start higher than the back corner. But we'll first do this part up here. A little tight line. There, at the top. Keep it there. Are they even? Kind of. Doesn't matter. Bring it back. All right. And now we'll try to go over that with black. More black. It's hot in here, bro. I know I should be talking. I'm not a professional. I can't do talking and eyeliner at the same time. Not very well. Let's add a little point to the end, like hers has. Like whenever I do cover makeup, it's the hardest one, and it's for obvious reasons. The makeup I'm covering has been done by a professional, so it's the hardest ones. But I like doing them because they are a challenge, and I think challenging oneself, even in your hobbies, is important. And because it's a hobby, it's fun. There's no super pressure. There's just want to get it done. There we go. All right, the eyeline is coming together. It's coming together. It's coming together. You got something there. The bottom is where it's really gonna make a difference. Okay. Hers is like really opening here, so we're gonna mimic that with this. I was gonna do white. I don't think I like that. So we're just gonna use no. My sharpener isn't here. I feel like nowhere to this. Oh, it is here. Oh, yay! Starting to look like the second woman's pick. This one? This one. right? I wanted to mix them. I think you're talking about, oops, wrong way. This one, right? Because she's the one with the wing. Ooh, too sharp. Take it all out. Whatever. So I'm gonna get up in here. I'm gonna really focus it here on the inside. But we're gonna take it not just on the waterline, but outside the waterline to really open the eyeball. Kind of expand it to where I put the line, the black line. Yeah, it does look like the mix. Right, thanks. Oh, thank goodness. At least we did that right. All right. This tip is way too sharp. I'm going to dull it a little bit. Yeah, don't over sharpen your pencils, children. All right, then move to this side. I feel like things go better for me when I don't try to do the whole eye at once. Just do little, but you keep moving back and forth. I'm gonna kind of take it in here as well. I'm gonna do that with this side as well. It's pencil versatile. Oh, I wish you could see the. Well, yeah, you can see when I'm this close. You can kind of see that part right there, right? And another important part is the back. I'm gonna take it right at the back corner. It's important. Color all that. The back corner. Here we come. Hello. Okay. There. So the back is also done. Oh, it's actually kind of really intense in real life. We'll leave that open. We might need that. All right. Let's do mascara. This is Black Radiance. Oh man, I completely lost track of topic. Maybe because I don't do them often, but I just don't think I'm very good at lives. I'm trying. How do I list the topics? And I don't know. This eyelash is being weird. Like while you're doing a live, all sorts of thoughts are going through your head, especially if you've done lives before. And I have. So all sorts of things are going through your head, and you're hoping this and hoping that, and hoping not this and hoping not that, and wondering what to say and how to say it. Last ended talking about documentary. Yeah, let's get back on topic. So yeah, I was thinking about documentaries a lot, and I thought about how much I actually enjoy making them, but I've never made something like for beauty or whatever. All the documentaries I have made have been literature based. And so I was thinking maybe even combining the two, um, and having a documentary based about literature and beauty. And I know earlier I was talking about people I liked, but it just reminded me like American Masters that talks about, writers and their life and the books they wrote and how the books shaped society. And I would like to talk about maybe books that wrote and focused on beauty. And I don't know if that would be like the effect it had, like maybe on beauty standards or like actual beauty books or stuff like that, or maybe a mix of the two. I'm actually gonna use this to help comb my eyelash out. Um, and I was thinking about, would I have to get that authorized? Like that doesn't need to be authorized by anyone because I'm talking about a topic. And so that's another thing. It's like I know you want to talk about this certain celebrity that you like or whatever, and now they've passed and you feel like the world needs to know about them or something. I don't know. Or maybe they're just trying to capitalize on the fact that people are like, oh, they're dead and I didn't know anything about them. And so they're like, well, I've got a documentary. When they could just be making documentaries about like a thing, like a topic instead of someone's life without their permission. But beyond that, back to what I was saying. And this is actually at the very beginning, before you joined us. Um, there, I was talking about having a documentary about beauty. And so, just as I was saying just now, I'm thinking maybe it'll be about meld the two about literature and beauty. So I'll actually have talks about beauty literature and literature that influenced beauty standards, which I think is interesting. Wow, this eyelash is a mess. It will not come together. It won't come together. That's another thing about lives. You gotta get your attitude together. Even if you're getting discouraged, you have to keep going. See through to the end. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, the mascara on this eye is a disaster. This is Maybelline Great Lash. If I wipe it off now, I'll end up taking off the whole eye. And I worked too hard on this eye. Why did it do that today? That mascara never does this. I won't get upset. Damn it. No, that's mascara. I guess you can't see that. Wait, see. I'm trying. Thanks. Let's move on to the rest of her face. I think I have that lip. Let's do one thing at a time. I'm going to put on primer. This is Milani. SPF BFF. I like the way the little tube looks. They said it's the same primer, just a new look. This primer has SPF 30. I don't know if I specifically need 30 SPF, but you know, if you feel like you do, Milani's got you. Some people don't need as much as others. I think you and your dermatologist, if you have one. I don't have one, but you guys can figure that out together if you had one. This one has SPF, so most people will probably want to put this all over their face. I'll put a little on my forehead. Why not? I wasn't putting anything on my forehead. But get over here. Chop. Chop. A little bit on the chin. Oops, too much. Hee hee. Get the nose. Right above the eyebrow. Right into the hairline. Yeah. Now, two foundations I'm staring at right now. We've got Black Radiance, Cocoa Bean, and Black Opal Carob. I think I'm going to wear them both. I'm going to take the Black Opal stick, as usual, put it under my eye. But not too close, because remember we did that thing. You don't want it to all disappear. Boop. Look at that. You can't even see it. There it is. I'm going to put a little on the forehead bone and upper lip bang. Okay? And then we're just going to hurry up and take this. Black Radiance actually dries faster than the Black Opal does. I'm just going to put that on our cheeks. Yep. Yep. And then a little bit on the forehead. and the nose, and the chin. Okay. Now, some people like putting foundation on pieces at a time. And normally I think that's a sensible thing to do, but given my twisted mood, I don't feel like it. So now they'll kind of mix together nicely. Slow down right there where the eye is. Get the forehead. You want to do foundation thoroughly. Oh no! I trampled on my eyebrow. Here's my pen. Just put a little foundation there. I'll open up that black opal again. Oh, thanks for the like. Was that you? And just go straight over again. Oh, there it is. That was better than the first time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Spock eyebrows, check. Putting on foundation sure does lift a mood. I think seeing things through to the end lifts the mood. You know you've done everything you can. You left no stone unturned. So, take a lesson from me. You feel like quitting? Don't. You'll never know how you would have felt finishing. I mean, you can quit, but, quit after you feel like you've done everything you could. I actually like this eyeline. I wish I could do something to make it more pointed. There's really nothing to do there. Well, 2 likes. Thanks. Does that mean somebody dropped by and liked something and left? That's okay. Probably very busy. It's Sunday. People got to prepare for Monday. So, there. I'll take a picture of it anyway. You can't really see details too well because of my camera, but if you've been here before, you already know that. But I'll take a picture and post it so that you can really see what happened here. You saw what happened, but you can see the full detail of what happened. It's interesting. I feel like this look needs mascara on the bottom, so we're going to try. Where's that milk mascara? Huh? Milk? 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 Where are you? Ta-da. Well, okay. Milk has left the chat, so we're just gonna go ahead and get back to Great Lash. Hey, claps, thanks. We're gonna go to Great Lash and we're gonna try to get up in here. There's another mascara I have, but it's over there, and it is actually better for under eyes. Curvitude, and oh shoot, there was somebody else. I used it in a video for when I was testing out a foundation, maybe a year or two ago now. No, a year ago, during the quarantine. The quarantine. I'm using brown on the bottom on purpose because I don't want it to interfere with the look. And brown is so nude and natural. Although I'm gonna have to use black so it can actually look dramatic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just noticed they didn't do mascara for her bottom lash. So we're just going to finish doing the brown because we've already started on one side and it's weird to not do the other. But we'll do it lightly. I was looking, this is from the first picture. She had mascara on the bottom. But it was black mascara. Oops. That's our compromise. We did brown mascara. I think they didn't do mascara on the bottom because of that eyeline. It makes sense. I like it. Okay. It didn't come out so bad. Although I want to do something here. I want to do something here. I'm going to take this brown lip liner from ColourPop. And I'm going to go under that black because I want it to be a clean border. And this brown lip liner seems like it'll... Actually, hold on. Let me just... Okay, it's a little dark. Like, I thought this was pretty nude on my skin, but I think I need that other one. Because when I put it on my lip, it's not dark enough. You feel me? But then now I'm trying to put it under the eye. I don't want it to look like a dark circle. What if we mixed it? Can we? Will it mix? Oh, kind of. All right, I'll put this on as a base, and then I'll top it with this soft brown. And it looks like it'll work out. I'm just going to go under the black line to kind of clean it up. When I put it on under there, you can't see it. So, I mean, not can't see it, but you can't tell it's there. Okay, you can kind of tell. All right, and now we'll go. Soft brown pencil seems to be the one getting it done in this look. I've been able to use it very well. Now we'll just go up in here with this. Are you laughing? All right, we're done with the eyes. We're gonna do this lip. We've already done our face. We do lip, and it's all over. It's all over. So I actually brought this, this, and these because I was trying to replicate that lip color. So you can't really see there, but it's kind of mauvey, kind of rosy. So that's why this came into play. But it seems like it has a brown base, so that's why I picked the Mented. And, excuse me, let me cover this. But then then it's obviously glossy, so that's why I brought this. This one has sparkles, so we're actually going to leave it out. And this Forever Rose has, yes, lip. This Forever Rose has a bit of the red that I think we might be able to use. And then this Milani was rosy. It's very rose, but mixed with the brown, I think could be a thing. So that's actually what we're going to try first. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So we're going to start with this brown base by Mented. And hers is going right up to her lip line. So we have the same top lip line. Her lips are just smaller. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, I have Carmex on first, so the lip is already glossy looking. This is Mented number 5. It's a soft nude. The perfect soft nude. Get it all over the lip. It's harder for a lipstick to take when I have Carmex or any kind of like lip balm on, because it'll slide. So usually it doesn't take that long, but anyway. And then we're going to use this. I feel like we should use this, but this is so matte. This says it's matte. This is matte, darling. Let's try to mix it on our hand first and see. So we'll put Mented. Hi. Okay. And now we'll try to put this on there. We'll put it on one side. Oh, that's way too pink. Hers is a little mauvier than that, isn't it? We'll try this. Maybelline. That's much closer. You can't tell. Don't worry. I can tell for the both of us. And then we'll see what she's talking about. Forever Rose. I know it's red, but maybe I'll just add a bit of that red. Honestly. No, when you spread it out, it gets a little clearer. So it's like a very subtle gloss. Alright, so the Forever Rose is actually very cute. It's not going to work here. So we're going to use, let's go ahead and clean this off. Okay. Maybelline, you are the winner. I'm going to clean my hand off. Jeez. Yep. Let's see if we can get on this lip. All right. And then just color like hers is. This Mented actually almost on its own. I think could do the trick though. Cracking up. Somebody upstairs is cracking up. You know how you Stomp your foot on the ground. Da, da, da. Okay. It's nothing noticeable on screen. Let me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the pink. I think it could give it more up. Or watching. I know, right? Me too. Whatever or whoever it is, it's cracking them up. What? That's the lip. No, you can't even tell. It's okay. Like I said, I'll show you in a picture where you can see the whole thing. All right. Yep. The end. That was the end of this. Because this is my anniversary live, I wanted this to be a lot more high tension and a lot more exciting. I failed. However, the makeup look came out okay. I would take a picture and post it. But thanks for coming by. That was nice. It was nice to talk to someone in the chat. So hooray. I'm gonna go now. I will now be going to Twitch to do some gaming. I'm gonna shoot things and etc. Aha. Okay. Thanks for coming by. See ya. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Thanks. Enjoy my new look and day. Thanks a lot. You enjoy your day in my new look. Oh no. I spilled pencil shavings everywhere. My skirt is inside out. I hope this, while it was good, it was good, and I didn't bring any moods down. That's all. And happy anniversary to me and Delicate Dark Girl. Happy anniversary and anniversary. I don't know why I keep saying that. Anniversary to Delicate Dark Girl. This is the 4th year. So, oh, thanks. Hooray. I didn't. Great. So this is the 4th year. And we're going to keep going. Ba-bum. So long. Farewell. Happy to say goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks. Happy anniversary. Anniversary. All right, I'm gonna actually click this off now. Goodbye.